All right, for real though, who specifically asked for a Velma show? Let's find out who it was. Hey everyone, ahoy hoy, and welcome to another episode of the O Show. I am Orpheus, and I'm here for your amusement. Okay, I know I am late to the party, but I tried to give this show a chance. So I am talking about the new show Velma that is streaming right now on HBO Max. And we are 4 episodes in. The show came out on January 12th, and today is something. But first 2 episodes came out, and everyone lost their minds. Right? I'm reading reviews left and right, and so I was like, you know what? Let me just wait till the following Thursday, and then I'm gonna wait for the next 2 episodes to come out, and then let me get like a bigger picture of what's happening, and then I'll spill my tea. But unfortunately, I need to jump on the Velma train because the show sucks. Uh, it's really dumb. Like I'm trying to figure out like who the show is made for. Meaning, everyone knows who Scooby Doo is. Your parents know who Scooby Doo is, right? Everyone grew up with a Scooby Doo, some kind of version. And you know what? I didn't know that there were so many different Scooby Doo shows that came out over the years. So let me see. There's the original Scooby Doo, which was called Scooby Doo, Where Are You? Then there was the new Scooby Doo movies, the Scooby Doo show, and then they added that stupid Scrappy Doo. So there was the Scooby Doo and Scrappy Doo show, the new Scooby and Scrappy Doo show, the 13 Ghosts of Scooby Doo. I don't really remember that. Okay, now my favorite was a pup named Scooby Doo. Like, that was more my okay. Scooby Dooby, Scooby Dooby Doo, Scooby Dooby, Scooby Dooby Doo. Okay, that's all I'm going to do because I don't know the rules yet on singing on YouTube. So I think I can, but we ain't got no budget here. So if you remember the song, you remember the song. After that came What's New Scooby Doo. Then there was Shaggy and Scooby Doo Get a Clue. Lord. Scooby Doo Mystery Incorporated. Then there was a Be Cool Scooby Doo. Mind you, these only lasted like not that long. There was Scooby Doo and Guess Who, which prior to today's video, that was 2019 to 2021. So apparently someone was like, we haven't had a Scooby Doo in a while. So in comes Mindy Kaling and decides she wants to do Velma. Okay, and I don't know if anyone knows this, but apparently in 2024 they plan on doing a Scooby Doo and the Mystery Pups. So there's yet another Scooby Doo show coming when we're in the midst of this mess. And I don't even know if we're going to get a season 2 of this Velma show because everyone is not having it. So just give me the money. Like, you're going to spend some money. And I'll find something to do with it. Okay, let's get into this mess. So, this version of Velma or Scooby Doo is the origin story of Velma, where she is currently in high school and there is a mystery behind the disappearance of her mom. She found some Christmas presents that were stored in the attic because Velma loved mysteries. So she's being all nosy and doing everything she ain't supposed to be doing, pretty much. So she found some Christmas presents and got all upset, and her mom was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go and buy you something that you can open up for Christmas." And then the mom was never seen again, which I don't blame her because this girl. So We then are introduced to the other characters around the school. We have Fred, we do have Daphne, and we do have Shaggy, which in this show they're using his government name, which is Norville. So right off the bat, the show opens up with a shower scene of these naked girls and two cockroaches boning, and then right into like a murder. So back to me not knowing who the show is for. Like, is it for little kids, or they try to get people like me who grew up with Scooby Doo like back into the Scooby Doo groove? I'm not sure. I'm not mad over the whole race change. I mean, I guess if you're going to do a version of a show, like, do a version of the show. I think my problem more is the writing. The storyline is so stupid. It's not funny, number one. Okay, it's Scooby Doo themed, so there's two murders. There's a murder at the beginning of the episode 1, and there's a murder at the end of episode 2. And then, of course, we're trying to figure out who the killers are. And just like Velma gets suspect number 1 because the dead was in her locker. So automatically she did it. Like, if someone's going to stuff a dead body in a school in a locker, like, kind of like a random draw of the lockers, ain't it? Like, why is it Velma getting... That's stupid. Like, the whole school needs to be shut down. Like, I need to interview every single one of you little bastards because there's a murderer on the loose. And who said anyone in the school did it? It could have been someone on the street who killed someone right in front of the school and just stashed somebody in school. I don't understand. So let's talk characters. So we start off with Mindy Kaling, of course, and she is playing Velma. So now Velma is now Indian, and I guess she's not as smart as she originally started off to be, because like, there's one part in the first episode where she tells Norville, like, just give me your answers via email like you always do. So you think it'd be the other way around, but it's not. So, okay, whatever. Then we have Glenn Howerton, and he is playing Fred. Now, y'all, like, they did my boy wrong. Fred is stupid. He's slow. He's spoiled. He can't even cut his own food. Like, someone has to cutsies for him, and then he got dirty at one point, and then it was like cleany or washy or something he said. Like, he doesn't do anything himself. And, there's this ongoing gag about him having a small penis. Okay, he was like this late bloomer. So we're going to hear about that about 15 times. And, but there was one part in the show where the police shoots Fred in each leg, right? I mean, if we're going to do a show, let's do a show. I understand it's a cartoon, but let's do it right. Now, he got shot twice. Right? 1, 2. And then, like, scenes later, he's walking around like nothing happened. He's fine. He's not in a wheelchair. He's not, like, on the crutch thing that, like, people who can't use both their legs use. He's walking like nothing happened. What happened to the gunshots? What happened? Where are they? Huh? That's the mystery right there. Where did the bullets go? Someone tell me that. Okay, then we have Sam Richardson, who plays Norville. And again, as I said, Norville is the government name of Shaggy. Shaggy is now black. He is a product of a black mother and a white father, who the mother is the principal of the school and the father is a counselor, I think. I don't know, who cares? And he has nothing to do with drugs in any way, which he loves to tell us in the storyline. He does mention that he doesn't want anything to do with drugs. There's a whole part where he doesn't understand 420. And yeah. So that's what happened with our Shaggy. Which I'm hoping something happens to him and he gives his first zoinks. Waiting for the zoinks. Where are the zoinks? Here, let me write that mystery down too, because I want to know where the Zoinks are. Then we have Constance Wu, and Constance Wu is playing Daphne. And it took me a while to figure this out. As a matter of fact, I think I had to read this because I guess Daphne is now Asian. So I guess those are Asian eyes. Like I don't. Did anyone else not know she was supposed to be Asian? Then it's confusing because um she's adopted and she has a black mother and a white mother and both of them are cops and then I think they work in the school. I don't know because who's paying attention to this stupid show? And but there is a time where Daphne is talking about trying to find her birth parents and things like that. But yeah, I guess she's Asian, but she doesn't look Asian. She still looks like white Daphne to me. So I don't know, whatever. There's other famous artists like doing voices on this show, which it was awesome at first, and then I forgot they were even on the show because I just got lost in the whole storyline. But you have people like Russell Peters, you have Melissa Fumero, there's Nicole Byer, Fortune Feimster, Gary Cole, Yvonne Orji, just to name a few. There's other people, but like I don't know who they are. But let me tell you what I did like about this show. You have Wanda Sykes and Jane Lynch, who are playing Daphne's adoptive mothers. And I will be so honest, like I love me some Wanda Sykes and I love me some Jane Lynch. Uh, those two characters, the writing, if anything, was the best for these two characters. They are funny. Like they gave Wanda Sykes like the funniest lines. And just her voice alone is in it. Like you could tell Wanda Sykes had a lot of fun voicing this character. I think she plays Linda, and Jane Lynch is Donna. Every scene that those two were in, I had to stop and like pay attention because they just had the funniest like lines, and you can tell that Wanda Sykes was super into like her voice character, which brings me to another point that just drove me nuts with Velma. Like Mindy Kaling sounds like she was sitting at the reading table going over a script and then someone hit record, recorded everything she said, and that was our final product. At the very beginning of the show, in the opening scene, a dead body falls out of her gym locker, her skull opens up, and you can see there's no brain in it, right? And what does Velma do? She screamed, "She has no brain!" Now, if a dead body falls out your locker and you're like 17 years old and there's no brain, will you just stand there going, "She has no brain"? Even the girls behind her were screaming louder and better, and it is more appropriate for the situation. I meant to write the other ones down, but there's so many other lines where there just should have been so much more emotion, and she doesn't do it. It's like she's just reading it off the page going, oh, okay, that's funny. And again, that sneaky guy at the end of the table recorded her, and that's what the final product was. Just her saying these words. And when she should be screaming, she's not screaming. When she should be, ah! See? You see that? See, that's acting. See that acting I did? But like, I didn't get that from her. All right, now that I think about it, I think there's one other thing I did like about the show. Like the animation is pretty fun. Um, it's not bad. Not bad. I also like when she has hallucinations of like when a mystery will come up, she can't do it no more because she's traumatized with the mom leaving. But like she'll have these hallucinations, and I thought the animation with that was actually pretty cool. Like I didn't see anything bad about that. And you know what's weird about that? Speaking of the animation, like so right now, this show currently has the title of like the worst rated animated series on like IMDb. And if you look at the Rotten Tomatoes, it's at like a 6% with the audience. And it's kind of weird that like, does anyone remember Thundercats Home, Thundercats Go. What was that show called? This show right here that I'm showing. So this Thundercats show has a higher rating than Velma. And the big thing about the Thundercats show is everyone did it. They did it in that stupid new animation that's now popular with the kids. Damn kids of today. And I just found that was just weird. Like I thought we were all hating on this show, and then here comes Velma, and everyone just forgot about the Thundercats. But I did like the Velma animation. I'll give them that. But like on that note, did we need it to be like a Scooby Doo reference? Like, couldn't they just make a whole new show? Like, we got Big Mouth, like they're horny kids in elementary school. So why couldn't this just be like a new teenage story? Like, there's this weird like love triangle. Like, Norville loves Mindy, but Mindy likes Fred, and then she kisses Velma, so now they're gay because every TV nowadays has to have gay people. I mean, we were hearing queer and asked you to get used to it, but apparently you did because you're just putting it into everything now. I get it. I get it. You love us. But couldn't that come like, I think this is supposed to be like 10 episodes this season. Can we save the Velma and Daphne kiss to like episode 8 and work on this storyline and just build that up before we just jump track? Again, who's the show for? Is it for boys? Okay, y'all, it's my favorite part of the show, and it is time to rate Velma. And so, we got our 5 shots over here. And out of 5 shots, I'm going to give Velma 1. I'm giving the show 1 shot. You know why? Because I love me some Wanda Sykes and some Jane Lynch, and I love those characters. Now, what we need is a spinoff. Okay, I'm gonna write HBO Max and let them know because what the other crap they're doing is I don't know. And okay, so the elephant in the room. There's no Scooby Doo. We have a Scooby Doo spinoff, something, but there's no Scooby Doo. So I don't know. Maybe the licensing wasn't able to be done, which doesn't make sense because you got the other characters. Oh, and today's shots are brought to you by Margarita. I didn't want to mix, y'all. I'm trying to be responsible in my house and not fall down the stairs. So I'm just going to shoot what I'm drinking tonight. So cheers. Ooh, it's Margarita E. Okay. Okay. So I don't know if so the episodes are coming out two episodes a week. So we have another 2 episodes coming out this week, and then we have a couple more weeks. So is it really no Scooby Doo? Does anyone know? If you know, say something in the description below. Let me know. Like, is there going to be like a dog that is being experimented on in the school, and then it comes out talking, and then that's their way of introducing Scooby and why he talks? That question sounds stupid. It's probably the alcohol talking. All right. Last shot. Mm-mm. I wasn't ready for that one. All right. All right. So thank you for another episode of the O Show. And you know what? I just figured it out. You know whose fault this whole thing is? Red herring. Yes. Yes, Fred. Well, this is old school Fred. This is the kid Fred, not the stupid Fred of today. But back in 1988, he was onto it, and that damn red herring kid It's responsible for all this shit. Mm-hmm. Producer Dee Dee, are you going to watch the other episodes with me? Girl, hold on. Hold on. No! Hello? Mm-hmm. He asked me that question again. I'm not watching that shit. Talk about some Velma. Yeah, I'll just answer the question. You can forget her. All right. That's it. Bye, TTFN.